I'd like to have Titi tell us more about her career journey. And I'm very glad to have her with us here today. Titi joined YPTC as a staff accountant and was promoted quickly to the associate or controller position. So I think she's the perfect person to share advice on building a successful career path as a student or a recent grad. Take it away, Titi.
Thank you, Dalton, for that introduction. Let's start at the beginning of my career journey. Thankfully, I attended a high school that offered an accounting course. Throughout the year, my teacher had various accountants come in and present to us about their careers. Some spoke about careers in restaurants, while others spoke about careers in hospitals and nonprofits. This really helped widen my understanding of how much accounting has to offer and how necessary these skills were in every industry. I knew I always wanted to work in a career where I felt the work that I did had purpose, and I enjoyed the atmosphere and the culture I was surrounded by. And as these accountants spoke, it became evident to me that not only could I use accounting to pursue a career where my work could be purposeful, but I could also benefit from building a strong knowledge base of finance and business principles that would be helpful in my own personal life. In New Jersey, high school students that graduate within the top 10% of their high school class qualify for a program called NJ STARS. Being that I was a first-generation college student, this allowed me to attend community college free for my associate degree and then obtain a grant to attend a public university in New Jersey. I attended Rutgers Business School in New Brunswick for my bachelor's degree in accounting. I graduated in 2019. During my junior year, I went through what most people call transfer shock. I focused on my studies and waitress on the weekends, but I wasn't able to secure an internship. Instead, I focused on preparing myself and my resume for the upcoming year. Fall of my senior year, I attended my school's career fair, and I was very well prepared. I had done plenty of research on the companies that were going to be there and had prepared questions to ask. Most importantly, I was sure to wear a smile on my face and get 8 hours of sleep the night before. I was excited to hear that one firm was based in my area and focused on nonprofit auditing, and it took a little bit of patience, but thankfully I left a good impression at the career fair, and in the spring, I received a call back for an interview. I joined the firm in a class of 5, which I was the only person that hadn't had an internship at the firm previously. This meant that even the little things like releasing your time and finding your schedule were new to me, but very familiar to them. So I quickly had to adapt, relying on my classmates to answer all my questions, big or small. It became ironic because in my personal life, a lot of times people would say I asked too many questions, but in my work life, this was something I was always complimented on. I worked hard, I continued to ask questions, and thankfully the firm saw how hard I was working and how competent I was, and I was promoted each year as a result. After a few years in public accounting, I realized that even though I found the work to be meaningful, the hours were taking a toll on my personal life. I was burning out, I was losing friends, I wasn't seeing my family as much as I would want to, and I knew the only answer was to implement change. During this time, I had a new audit client that had a YPTC controller, and as I learned more and more what she did for her client, I began to picture myself in this YPTC controller role. I applied with aspirations of being a controller, but I was hired as a staff accountant. I was hired as a staff accountant to gain a thorough understanding of an organization's daily operations. After 10 months, I was promoted to our associate position or controller. What I've liked most about working for YPTC is the impact I've made on people's lives, teaching nonprofits how to read their financial statements as well as how to manage them and helping them achieve their missions. Because all of my clients are nonprofits, I know the work I do every day is helping improve people's lives. And along the way, YPTC has made sure that I've received all the support and training necessary to help me achieve success.